I'm at the point now where if a man asks me what I'm looking for you to wow me. You know? Niggas is really not wowing us. They not wowing me. Well, I'm not niggas. Well, you're not wowing me either, so.
How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Thursday, July the 3rd, 2025. It's your man, Big D, and I'm back with another one. Want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land for continuing to show support to my son and I. He and I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. Well, family, I'm back with another video. And in this video, we have yet another sister that felt that she needed to come on to these YouTube streets and give a public service announcement. This young sister went on to say that when asked what does she want out of a man or from a man, she says she wants a man to wow her, right? She wants a man to wow her. And family, when I did a little bit of research, because I know what the word wow means, but I wanted to make sure I had a clear understanding of where this young lady was going. So as I did my little research, I see that wow is a word that gives exclamation, right? It expresses astonishment or admiration. So now that we know what the word wow means without a shadow of a doubt, now we got to ask ourselves, what in the hell is she talking about? Well, I'll tell you. This young lady said that nowadays men ain't wowing her, right? So let's just hypothetically say this. This young lady want a man to basically sweep her off her feet. She want a man to come in, paying all the bills, taking her out to eat at lavish restaurants, and also playing stepdaddy to them goddamn badass kids that ain't of his DNA. That's right. That's her definition of wow. And anything short of that, if you want to go 50-50, if you say, hey, ma'am, I'm not with the fight that you got all these baby daddies, and then, you want me to take care of these kids and part ways with my money when these kids ain't related to me. They of none of my lineage or none of my bloodline. And they got, sorry, Ed, you got little Pookie over there. Why he ain't taking care of his baby? Why little Dana ain't taking care of his baby? But you want me to do it. And anything less than that, then she ain't wow. You ain't wowing her. Now, my good lady, let me ask you this, right? Now, my good lady, you are average looking at best. I give you a strong 6. Average at best. And that 6 is based on the fact that I'm just looking from the neck up, right? So, she's of an average, she looks to be an average looking young lady. But now, as I look further, and as far as my eye can see, she might need to lose a little bit of weight. She might be a little bit on the healthy side, the thicker side. So you have this average looking woman who is perhaps a tad bit obese. She expects you to kiss her ass. That's right, gentlemen. She wants you to kiss her ass. See, that's what wow means, right? She gonna run all these different shit tests. She gonna have you doing this and that. She gonna have your ass on a string like a puppet, bouncing your ass around. That's what she wants you to do. Then she wants you to jump through rings of fire like you a damn a circus animal, right? And anything short of that, she gonna have a problem with you because you ain't wowing her. But my good lady, what does a man get for wowing your ass? That same beat up vagina that's got miles and miles and miles on it. So let me get this straight. You got that same old vagina that Lil Dank, Pookie, and Ray Ray was getting for free, for nothing, They wasn't wowing you. All they was doing is issuing out some hard meat and no bubble gum. It just always amazes me that these damn boys ain't never got no damn bubble gum, but they got plenty of hard meat to issue out. And they don't have to wow. They didn't have to wow to get that old beat up poo nanny. They didn't have to do all that. All they had to do was be willing to blow her back out. That's it. But now she finds herself in a space and in a place where, you know what, dudes are kind of saying, you know, why should I jump through hoops to be with you and overextend and overexert myself when at the end of the day, all I'm getting is this same old little beat up box that them other boys was knocking out the ballpark. That's right. Working your uterine walls. Here to there, everywhere. That's right, I said it. So she want a man to wow her. She want a man to be 6 foot tall, over 6 foot, 6 pack, more than 12 inches of meat. He got his bank account got to be on fleek. And then he must be willing to part ways with his resources, take her out to lavish restaurants, fine dining, 5-star restaurants, then take her on exotic trips. And then when they want to do a family vacation, he must be willing to bring her little badass offspring along on the vacation. That's right. And you might ask, well, where the baby daddies at? The baby daddies, they right where they was always at. Right back there, chilling, doing their thing, blowing somebody else's bike out. So family, at the end of the day, and at the conclusion of this video, we must arrive at this fact. That nowadays, in 2025, the modern day westernized woman is delusional. They out of their mind. They psychotic. And even when you find you one that is not all that bad, that they, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody's perfect. I get that. And maybe you might find a young lady that she might, out of all the 6 boxes, she may check off 4 of them. She may check off 3 of them. She may perhaps check off all 5 of them. But guess what? I guarantee you that even she is still going to have some things that need to be worked out. But the first step in fixing a problem is admitting that you got a problem. And see, this young lady right here, she'll never admit that she may perhaps be the problem. She'll never, ever, ever take accountability and say, you know what? The reason why I can't keep no man is because I have unreasonable expectations. I have over leveraged my what I estimate my value to be on the dating market. I have over leveraged that. And now I found myself in a position where the men just saying, no, hell no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'd much rather stay at home and watch some Netflix, play the PS5, go to the gym, instead of having my peace disturbed. That's right. That's what men are doing nowadays. Men like they checked out. They don't have time for this nonsense anymore. And as the months continue to speed by, because it seems like time is moving at an astronomical rate. We are almost, the year is almost gone. And I guarantee you, as time continues to speed by, these women like her are going to find themselves still single, still no good foundation. And, you know, for the women out there who perhaps don't have no kids, man, you might be in a worse shape, especially if you ain't married. Because you find yourself 70 years old, you ain't got no, because you said you didn't want to have no children. You ain't want to have no kids. You ain't want to procreate for whatever the reason. I understand, because I believe you should be in a marriage or something before you start talking about procreating. But at the end of the day, you got to look at it on the flip side. What happens if you find yourself 70, 80 years old with no children? And now you got health problems. Your back is achy. Your knees are bad. You need help getting around the house, but you got no children. And then you don't even have a man. You don't even have a husband. You don't have a reliable dude that can be there for you. See, that is the problem, and that is the conundrum that none of these women think about. They never stop to think about what's going to happen 15, 20, 25, 30 years from now, because they're always living in the moment. They're living in the moment of now, not realizing that the day is going to come, that they're going to find themselves in a place that's going to be damn near impossible to escape from. And the ones that were saying, I ain't doing no 50-50. Only a dusty man will want me to do 50-50. A brokey only want me to do 50-50. Let me tell you something. Women like that who talking that nonsense, man, this time gonna get so bad that you gonna wish you had a man doing 50-50. You probably be okay with a man coming in where you doing 70 and he doing 30. You might be okay where the woman doing 8 and the man doing 20, because it's gonna get that bad. But I know nobody believes that. But we'll see. But family, what y'all think about what this young lady said? We got some female subscribers out there. Ladies, what y'all think? Y'all think this is unreasonable? Do y'all think that maybe she is exaggerating when she used the word wow? Because here's the thing. If she want a man to wow her, then shouldn't it be reasonable that she ought to be wowing a man too? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not getting no wowing energy from her. I'm getting a little bit of masculine energy. And I'm also not getting no fit energy from her. And I'm not really getting no feminine energy from her either. And as far as submissive, well, I don't know. It all depends on how you coin submissive. If she's in a compromised position, right? If she's in a compromised position, head down, right? And she's in a compromised position, she might be feminine in. See, that's right. They get feminine when you issuing out their meat to them, especially if it's that good meat. Oh, they'll be feminine for a little bit, but you got to be feminine outside the bedroom. You got to be submissive outside the bedroom. You just can't have all these, all these are attributes inside the bedroom. It must carry over outside the bedroom. That is one of the key points of how you keep a man's attention. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.